Hey, old man, give me everything.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day today. Bitcoin having a beautiful rally off the bottom from $18,485. And if we actually go from bottom to top, we have had over 16% move to the upside for Bitcoin in just the past few days. And by the way, guys, we hit not one, but both of our target numbers exactly. So we need to talk about it because we are sort of at the top of that area hitting resistance. Now, we are heading into Monday. We do have a lot of things happening this week, right? We do have CPI data coming out. We also have the Ethereum merge potentially happening at some point in the next 2 weeks. We don't know the exact day. So lots of things to talk about. However, there is one thing that is a little bit scary on the charts. Now, it does depend on which way you interpret this, but I do want to just show you this so you guys can decide for yourself. By the way, today's video is going to be a little bit shorter than usual. Not a lot to go over, but I do want you to be prepared for what is going to happen next week. Also, if you guys didn't have an opportunity to check out the Palm Alpha NFT, we got 1,359 entries so far. Remember, this is for 9 more days. You can get a free NFT and you could get up to 10,000 Palm tokens, which is worth roughly about $2,000 at the time of the TGE event. So if you guys are interested, make sure you take advantage of that below. And also, if you're not subscribed, definitely consider it. We are going to get into it right now. So diving in and having a look, I want to talk about something that we spoke about. We spoke about the significance of this level right here. Now, remember, it's not the exact all-time high, right? It was the weekly close, and that weekly close was actually around 18,960, right? And if you come over here, we did in fact have that test. And look at this, guys. We've had not one, but actually a second bounce off of this. So is it possible that we are actually putting in that double bottom that we have spoken about for months finally, and this is what everyone has waited for Bitcoin? Well, that could be a possibility, but I do want you to pay very close attention to this one major important trend line, and it's this one right here, this purple line, 1, 2. And you can see that this is a very, very, very significant line, and as Bitcoin does get closer to this, we are going to find ourselves at a very, very important inflection point where if the bulls can't break through this, we may have a very major breakdown. However, keep in mind this line right here. We're going to come back to that, and I'm going to show you why there is something that may be a little bit worrisome. Now, I don't want to start about the doom and gloom talk because let's be real. We've seen exactly what we were expecting, right? We had this bounce right here off the 89 on this monthly EMA moving ribbon, average, which was really, really good, right? We also have to have a look right here, and we hit not one, but 2 of our levels perfectly, right? So the first level that I told you guys was the $20,739 level, which is right here. Now, if you may remember the significance of that level, the first time, right? We had said if we lost that level, we were going to go a lot lower. Remember, that was this area right here. We put in this long. We actually did make profit on this level right here. We took some profits right here, and then look, as soon as we fell through it, we just went down, right? But now we've crossed back above that level. So that was the first target we hit. And the second was obviously this original area right here at 21,742. Now, I just want to point this out. Not only did we hit our targets, but we also hit the bottom of this upward sloping trend. So that's 2 resistances now that are holding us. And if you guys were able to take that trade and you are in profit right now, not financial advice, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, but this is definitely the area where you may want to take some percentage off the table. Make sure that you at least have profit so that if in the event Monday we do get rejected, or Tuesday, right, when we have this the CPI data come out, then you will at least be prepared and you will have profited and pocketed some of that. So by the way, guys, if you do want to learn how to trade, I highly recommend that you check out my tutorial over on BitGet. It is literally the best one on the internet. There's $16,000 in bonuses below, $8,000 from BitGet alone. Absolutely free. Take advantage of that. Make sure you check out the tutorial popping up above. But getting back to this level, what do you want to see? Well, I mean, depending if we break straight through, then you want to have a retest down here. And then if that is the case, we come and retest this level, then yeah, I think the next level, so some people may argue that it would be sort of right around here, right around 22,005. Could be, possibly, if you're looking at like sort of the linear levels. I actually think we may potentially try to touch somewhere up on this heart line again, you know, where we keep dancing in this sort of center area right here. So actually, if we do break to the upside, I actually think we could have a target up here at around 24,160, right? Now, obviously on the flip side, you know, come Tuesday, let's say for some reason the CPI data is bad, well, then we may come down, retest the dreaded $20,740 level, and of course, our last line of defense that we formed down here around 19,450. So make sure you get subscribed, make sure you turn on bell notifications. I will let you know whenever I see something in the charts. So that's what we're looking at heading into the week. Now, the good thing is that we did still maintain this legacy trend, this trend line that has been going on since 2011. We had this pivot and all of a sudden support, 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 and zooming in right here. Look at this, guys. Look at how crazy that is. Perfectly touched it and bounced off of it, right? Also, we need to pay attention to this. Now, this is the thing that is a little bit scary. This is the legacy trend. Remember I showed you in the beginning of the video? I said pay very close attention to this. Now, why am I bringing this up? We know that when you're in a downtrend, especially a downtrend that's been lasting as long as this one has, this downwards pressure is very, very significant and holds a lot of weight, especially for the bulls to try to break through, right? But the thing is that this trend line, and most analysts that are going to show you this trend line right here, or really anything, are going to be using a logarithmic chart, right? Logarithmic charts allow you to see the bigger picture, right? Because when we were looking at the percentage moves on Bitcoin, when Bitcoin was going from, $2 to $5, if you look at that on a linear chart, you're not even going to be able to plot that data, right? But if you want to see the relationship of the percentage, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, if you go from $2 to $10, right? That's a 5x. But going $2 to $10 now in Bitcoin's price doesn't matter at all. Bitcoin swings $500,000, right? So in order to see these percentages, you need to look at it logarithmically. But look at this, guys. If I actually turn this into the linear chart, which looks pretty crazy right now, it looks very, very different. Look at this. We're actually currently right now hitting this trend right now. So I think that the logarithmic chart personally has more validity. It's the longer term chart. More people look at that. This is a longer, bigger, trend of a move. But I do just want to point out that if we do get off of the logarithmic and we do just look at the basic plain numbers linear for how they are, then technically speaking, we are currently at this level right now. And you could even argue that maybe we tried to touch it right there. If that is the case, then this is extreme resistance and we should definitely take some caution heading into the week. Now, like I said, this is sort of subjective because there is no right or wrong to this, right? I'm just saying, if you go to log scale, we haven't touched it yet. Most people look at it this way. But if you go to linear, we're touching it right now. I don't really know what that means. I don't really know if it matters. But what I will say is that you could even argue that this one time right here, we attempted to touch that level and we did pull back, right? So that's just like the slight warning I want to go leading into. Obviously, time will tell. We'll see. If we break this, within the next few days or few weeks, and then we end up trading higher, then, okay, that theory can just go out the window. But I did want to bring that up. Now, if we have a look right here, Saturday's view of the Bitcoin order book and order flow data, according to material indicators, they said they expect volatility to pick up around next week's economic data. In the meantime, remember that this is a rally. If you don't take profit along the way, you risk giving it all back, right? That's why I'm saying if you guys are in profit on the trade, take some profits out. That's how you manage your risks, right? So what is it that everyone's paying attention to? Well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that everyone is paying attention to the dollar. Everyone is paying attention to the DXY. And you can see right here, on the past few days, the DXY has actually started to pull back. But what's even more interesting is if we switch it over to the monthly and we zoom in, and let me get rid of this line to make it a little bit easier, you actually see that what we're forming is a bit of a gravestone doji. And I explained that in my previous video, what that means. Oftentimes when you see these gravestone dojis, right, where you have this massive selling pressure from the top, it often could signal reversal. Now, right now, this looks very strong. We don't have any confirmation. I mean, of course, the lower time frame, you go here, okay, yeah, we're seeing it curl over. But if we go, to the monthly, You know what I'm saying? Doesn't really look like it's losing any strength. We have to see how this plays out. But big data coming out, and you can see right here. So the August data is coming out on September 13th, right? So that is Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. We may see markets a little undecisive up to that point. But remember, what we saw the last few times was extreme volatility, especially on the days that Powell was speaking, right? We saw massive pumps and then dumps, right? So be very careful. I would wait until the data comes out. Trading the news event, some people have luck with it. I don't do it. I don't trade the day of the event. I'll trade leading up to it. I'll trade after it. I'm not going to trade the day of. It's just too risky. You never know what's going to come out. You never know what twists and turns there could possibly be, right? But nevertheless, guys, we have seen Bitcoin dominance coming back up again, which is interesting because Ethereum was leading the way for the majority of this move, but just recently, it seems like Bitcoin kind of pulled ahead at the last minute, still holding down Ethereum. But personally, I think Ethereum is going to do better than most people think. I do think that there could be a sell the event type of thing for Ethereum, like maybe short term, like a week or something. We might see people, okay, great, that the merge happened and boom, we see a little bit of a sell off. But I do think that overall Ethereum will continue to trend higher as far as the Bitcoin comparative is concerned. As far as the dollar is concerned, well, that's kind of up in the air. That happens with everybody, right? All that. I don't know. If Bitcoin gets hit, they're all going to get hit, right? But Bitcoin comparative, I do think that Ethereum will continue to do well. So basically, guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed today's hope you guys enjoyed today's video a little bit quicker than usual. And also, I just wanted to throw out there, if you guys are using BitGet, you can get those bonuses, but they just added 0 fees for spot. So if you don't even want to leverage trade, you just want to buy, you just want a dollar cost average, or you just want to do, just like simple buy low, sell, buy low, sell high, sells. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Then yeah, 0 fees. I mean, that's pretty competitive. What other exchange offers that? So make sure that you guys check that out below. And if you do want to get that NFT, there is 9 more days to get into that competition as well. But that is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Going to be an interesting week, especially if the merge happens sometime soon. We have the CPI data, then we have the FOMC. So September is not over yet. Things could get crazy. Things could get wild. But nevertheless, guys, that was a very nice bounce off the bottom. It could be a double bottom for Bitcoin. We don't know yet. We'll see. But like I said, pay attention to that trend line. Is that a threat? Or is it just subjective and everyone's going to pay attention to the logarithmic? Not too sure. Time will tell. Just wanted to put that warning potentially in front of your eyes. I love you guys. You're awesome. Thank you for coming back to the channel. My name's K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. And also make sure you check this video popping up right here, right now. Until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.